We arrived in St. Lucia early the next morning at about sunrise, and this was everyone's first overnight sail. We just left St. Vincent the night before and had a fantastic sail. It was beautiful, the weather was great, everything down the coast of St. Vincent was calm, so I think everybody had a great time. So ask them what they thought of it.
When the moon came up, it was awesome.
I think my favorite part was when it was completely dark and then all of a sudden you could see the sunrise.
Yep.
That was really cool.
All those stars.
Oh yeah.
Stars, yeah. A ton of them.
It's very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky though, that was funny.
Yeah, well, you were.
Because Lucky goes, oh, he thinks he was the only one.
Wasn't happy that no one showed up for my pizza party.
Oh, Jesse, you just had your pizza party.
You just eat pizza.
We all
of us
did. That's the prize for surviving the night. You get a slice of pizza.
That was a cool sail though. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah. You can make every night sail like that. That'd be okay.
As we arrived at this beautiful piece of paradise, it was nice to be welcomed back by some familiar faces.
Welcome back, Rick.
Marigot Bay is a beautiful protected harbor on the northwest side of St. Lucia.
He woke me up. Grumpy.
Today's captain.
Not good.
As we came around the reef that protects the inner harbor, we had no idea, nor did anybody else on the island, that the storm out on the Atlantic was brewing into a major hurricane and heading straight for us.
Baby, can we meet so I can light your fire? The captain, let's come back again.
Yeah, man.
Come on. You got my basket.
Still got him, man.
We'll see you later.
Our friend Herman in Marigot Bay is always on hand no matter what time Sophisticated Lady arrives. He's there to help us get all set.
You're even out early today. I didn't know if anybody'd be up.
Yeah, up very early, man.
In Marigot Bay, everything happens at a very relaxed pace. Nothing moves fast here, and even on Friday, the day before Tropical Storm Tomas was supposed to arrive, everything was business as usual. By Friday afternoon, word had trickled down that Tropical Storm Tomas was going to arrive over St. Lucia as a Category 1 hurricane. So we put into a dock, and lucky enough, because we were there early, we got in beside a mega yacht, Catalonian Spirit, who acted as a great wind shadow for us during the bulk of the storm. By Saturday morning, we were all settled in as the first wave of Hurricane Tomas arrived and brought us about 30 mile per hour steady winds. By noon on Saturday, we were already starting to see sustained winds over 40 miles per hour and just starting to gust over 50. Yet everything on Sophisticated Lady remained relatively calm as we stayed in the wind shadow of the Catalonian Spirit.
Yeah. Aww. Probably see him come up the back.
That's funny.
That's dedication also.
It's funny, it gets in between these gusts, it's pretty cold.
Marigot Bay has always been known as a hurricane hole in the Caribbean and was doing a great job protecting us from the storm outside as the winds approached 70 miles per hour sustained.
Out selling bananas in the hurricane?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I got some papaya. I got some popo. Bananas also.
I'll take a. How do you eat this?
That you just put it in two. And you get soft one way like this. Turn like this. And you just cut it And that's because couldn't eat it.
We started getting some last-minute arrivals into the bay, and we all wondered what they were going to do because the bay was already full to capacity.
There's two boats that are really close together right there. Holy vegetables. One I can... Holy cow. You can't even see out there now. I feel like a newscaster. So guys.
Hey, you know, you might not need to have that picture.
It's a little windy today.
They kept arriving, and somehow room was found for everybody. Nobody was turned away with a hurricane looming. Anyone who didn't need to be there was now being evacuated from the marina as Hurricane Tomas had just been upgraded to Category 2 as he was scheduled to arrive at Marigot Bay on the west coast. All the workers from the marina were still out and trying to secure all the boats, making sure everybody was well tied up, as now we were looking at 100 miles per hour winds sustained, scheduled to arrive any time. Going through a hurricane on shore in a concrete building is one thing, but when your whole house is secured by nothing more than a few thin pieces of rope, it can be quite a different experience. As the wind started topping 70 knots at our masthead, we knew it was going to be a long night ahead. We considered ourselves very lucky to be protected in the shadow of the mega yacht, but even then we were getting some strong gusts coming through.
Still not too nasty, but getting there.
Yeah, here's your Category 1, Josh. What's up? What's up?
Hurricane Tomas was definitely taking its toll on the bay, but so far everything and everyone were holding up well. It was a very long night as the winds topped 90 miles per hour, and we were all up checking lines and making sure everything was safe and just listening to the wind howling in the rigging of all the sailboats. But by morning, Thomas had started to pass by and the winds died down, and finally everything returned to calm. As everyone began to emerge, we could see everybody had fared fairly well, but some were not quite so lucky. Fortunately for us, our biggest problems were just in drying out a very wet boat. Luckily, the biggest thing we suffered damage to was just our Canadian flag. The rest of the island wasn't so lucky. It wasn't until later we discovered that Hurricane Tomas had claimed 14 lives on St. Lucia alone and caused major damage and devastation on St. Vincent and the southern part of St. Lucia.
So today it was time to retire our Hurricane Tomas flag. The one that went through the hurricane with us was going to be retired shortly, but this was all that was left of it when we took it down today. So it definitely weathered a few knots. But we've got our new flag hoisted and christened, and we're ready to go, and we're still here in St. Lucia. And we want to thank St. Lucia for safe harbor.
Yep.
Gave us a great place to hide out from an unexpected storm, because it kind of came up real fast on everybody. But we came through it unscathed, aside from the flag and our webcam. So we're going to say goodbye to St. Lucia here in the next few hours, and on with the adventure. Dominica, here we come.